Ellie is a bank manager. One evening after work, she suddenly noticed a handkerchief floating toward her. It looked as if someone were controlling it, drifting unnaturally until it smacked right into her car. Then, it slowly floated to the rear of the vehicle. Ellie turned around to look and was stunned to see a strange old woman sitting on her car. It was the same woman who had come to the bank earlier that day asking for another extension on her mortgage. Since this was already her third request, Ellie had denied it and foreclosed on the woman's house. Now, Ellie figured the woman must be here for revenge. Before she could react, the old woman lunged and yanked Ellie's hair. Ellie grabbed a stapler from the passenger seat and struck her attacker, then stomped on the gas pedal. The car sped forward at 80 miles per hour and crashed into an SUV. Because the old woman wasn't wearing a seatbelt, her oversized dentures flew right out of her mouth. Ellie took advantage of the chaos and kicked the woman out of the car. Seeing the woman stumble, helpless and dazed, Ellie couldn't help but laugh. But a second later, the old woman stood up, grabbed a large rock, and smashed the car window. She reached inside, grabbed Ellie by the ankle, and dragged her out. Ellie braced for another attack. Instead, the woman tore a button from Ellie's sleeve. Then she began chanting in a language Ellie couldn't understand, like she was reciting a spell or praying to something unseen. As the old woman finished her incantation, Ellie's vision blurred. "You'll be the one begging me next time," the woman said, before shoving the button into Ellie's hand. When Ellie came to, the woman had vanished. Soon, the police arrived on the scene. Her boyfriend, Bob, showed up too. He told her the police were investigating the woman and urged Ellie not to worry. But Ellie couldn't shake the feeling that something was following her. Later, when they passed a fortune teller's shop, Ellie pulled Bob inside. A man named Ram introduced himself. He said he was a seer. He took Ellie's hand and began a reading. He told her that her job was tied to money and that someone had recently taken something from her. Ellie denied it, but Ram immediately guessed it was a button. As he continued the reading, a terrifying face suddenly flashed in front of him. Startled, Ram jumped back in fear and gave Ellie her money back, claiming he had to leave immediately because of a gas leak at home. Ellie and Bob were left speechless. Before leaving, Ram warned her, "You've been cursed. A spirit is haunting you, and there's nothing I can do." Bob wasn't buying it. He said Ram was just a con artist and told Ellie not to take it seriously. Later, Bob went with Ellie back to her house. He left again to take care of her car at the repair shop. Not long after, a fierce wind started howling outside. Ellie heard strange whispers near her ear and followed the sound. She discovered the back gate swinging wildly in the wind, but the gusts felt targeted, like they were coming for her. Then the wind roared inside the house, making furniture clatter and crash all around. Ellie grabbed a flashlight and turned it on, only to see a shadow gliding across the wall. Before she could react, something struck her and threw her across the room.